When it comes to getting yourself back to normal, it's important to know that being in a car accident doesn't only impact your body, it can also impact your mind. Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Phillips. I've been a clinical counselor for over 10 years, and on this channel I cover all things related to private practice and my favorite modality, EMDR therapy. If those topics are of interest to you, please make sure to subscribe. Even a minor collision can be a traumatic experience, and if that trauma goes unprocessed, it can show up in unexpected ways. For example, you might experience flashbacks or intrusive memories of the accident. You may feel emotionally numb or disconnected. You may avoid reminders of the accident, such as driving, being in a vehicle, or avoiding the location altogether. You might feel really hypervigilant, being overly alert and easily startled and triggered by noises such as screeching tires or the sounds of an ambulance siren. You might have anxiety getting behind the wheel and just simply being stressed being in the car. And you might have trouble sleeping or have nightmares of the event. If you've been in a car accident, did you know that in many cases you can get your therapy fully covered by your insurance claim? That's right, therapy you don't even have to pay for. Needless to say, insurance policies can vary quite a bit depending on where you live and the kind of coverage you've purchased. If your policy goes beyond third-party liability, it will typically cover the cost of fixing your vehicle and your medical expenses, and also cover your therapy. If you don't live in BC, your insurance most likely will be different, but it's definitely worth checking out to see if therapy is covered. ICBC provides coverage for counseling sessions following a car accident, offering up to 12 sessions within the first 12 weeks, like no doctor's note, nothing. You just hop on in and book an appointment. If it's been longer than 12 weeks, or if you need more than 12 sessions, then you'll need adjuster approval. Right now in 2025, ICBC covers $150 per 50-minute counseling session. Your counseling sessions will either be free or you'll have to pay a small copay if your therapist charges more than $150. And you don't have to be in a very big car accident either. I was in a fairly small accident a few years back and there was damage to the car, but the effects on my mental health, well, they were definitely there. For me, I had a car accident where I was hit from behind at about 40 kilometers an hour, and I remember the force of the impact popped the radio out of the car. I could see that the guy who hit me was signaling for me to pull over from his vehicle, and so I did. And he just drove off and he left. And while that was happening, everyone who witnessed the event either walked away or drove away, and all the vehicles just kept on going. For me, what caused more of the traumatic event was more about being hit from behind and the complete shock of it, as well as no one stopping to check in. Thankfully, I found an EMDR therapist and that all got resolved fairly quickly. If you've been in a car accident recently, I'd say it's best to see a trauma therapist as soon as possible while the accident is still fresh. If you happen to be in Kelowna, come see our team here at the Kelowna EMDR Clinic. Recent trauma can be easier and quicker to deal with than a trauma from many years ago that has taken root. We can work through the memory of the accident so that the flashbacks, the stress, the anxiety, or whatever your particular symptoms are resolved and are no longer causing an issue in your life. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, as it really helps others to find this information. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on therapy, trauma recovery, and private practice tips. Until next time.